All right. Any other questions? How are you on Solar Raid though? Let's see. Okay. You've been getting tier 3. Okay, top 200 is a lot more competitive, yeah, for sure. Why didn't you use Ludmilla here? Or was she not invested before? I thought your Ludmilla was fairly invested. Pretty sure you could have gotten 1.1. Was it doing less? That shouldn't be the case. You have 1077. No, with ammo and one attack for that raid, you would have been fine. That's weird. Wait a minute. Are you playing on the potato PC or like phone? PC, of course, but like, okay, what are the specs on this PC? Is it like proper 60 FPS? Even though you said it is 60 FPS, do you think it's proper 60 FPS? Or are you getting like lag? Okay, what's your PC specs? Are we looking at like a 3090 here or 3080? You only open Nikke. It doesn't matter if you only open Nikke. I also did that on my other PC and I was getting like 40 FPS, okay? What's your graphics card? What's your CPU? Is that my problem? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna auto here. We're gonna use the same team and you're gonna tell me how much auto damage you would do, okay? We're gonna just auto it. Like, we need the reality here. Okay, I'm gonna auto here. You're gonna auto it. You're not gonna make any other changes also. We'll see my damage and tell me what's your damage. I'm gonna auto it. This is auto. Let it play. The difference should be very apparent. 8 gigs of RAM, i5. What are we testing right now? We're gonna compare my damage versus this guy's damage. This screenshot, you sent me this screenshot and then the damage. Okay, we're gonna test yours too. So try them. Go log in to your account. Tell what's your deeps. Just let it auto. We're talking about how much you're getting nerfed because you're using like a machine gun. Yeah, to give you an idea, when I was using my scuff PC, I was losing 25% of my damage. What's my processor? Chat, I'm i9-13900. You see the difference now? You see the difference now? That's right. So when you said that, I understood immediately why you said you only did 700 on with Ludmilla in this team and like Scarlet was better. I was like, okay, I knew it. It's this. Minus pretty much almost 400 bill. 27% damage debuff. And to give that an idea, this is his specs, right? And this is my specs. And as far if I recall correctly, Nikke is CPU intensive. At least like I think that's what Mr. Ultras told me. So like your CPU should be it's CPU and I mean obviously graphics cards probably involved too. Machine guns. So this is primarily an issue with machine guns because machine gun is frame rate dependent and you can shoot up to 60 bullets per second because of 60 frames per second. If your computer or phone is not reaching the 60 frames per second, even if you have the settings at 60 frames per second, that doesn't mean that your hardware can keep up with that. If your hardware cannot get that maximum 60 frames per second, your machine gun is doing less damage than what it should be doing. Is there a way to check the FPS in game? I think you have, I think there are some programs so you can check the FPS. Doesn't Nvidia have some? Before Nikke had the PC, everybody else was using emulator. And so it is actually better or more DPS for us to switch to phones. Like, and actually there is like statistics here where people have been talking about like, oh, they tested it with LD player, Galaxy Note, iPhone, iPad. But basically like what people found out is like you're doing more damage with Modernia if you are on iPad. Yeah, because back then we didn't have PC client. And so everybody else on PC was technically using emulator. And so it was actually better for a lot of people before back then to do phone.